Hang on, guys. Hold on.
What's up?
Just hang on.
Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Guys, we're late, and guess whose fault it is? It's John's.
It's John.
Regardless, I don't care if he's here tonight or not. It's still John's fault. He may not be joining us, but I wanted to show up late just so we didn't feel like anything was weird. Let me say hello to everybody that's been chatting already, and then we will get into the fantastic conversation here tonight. Brian, look at you. First of the night. First here. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Velvet, welcome in. Daft, hello. How are you doing today? Anna, good to see you again this week. Who else was that? Pipsqueak, guys, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic week. David, hello. Randy, welcome, my friend. Poppin Stock, how are you doing this evening? Gus Collects, welcome. Carl, thank you for joining us tonight. Jason, what's up, buddy? We've talked several times today, but I'm gonna say hello to you again anyway, like we didn't say hi earlier. Travis, welcome in. Now I feel like I don't want to miss anybody's name. I'm gonna try not to. Jeremy, hello. Hold on. Ace, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Susan, welcome. Evelyn, I hope you're doing fantastic this evening. Okay, now I'm going faster through this. I think I said hi to everybody. Barry, welcome. Everything under the umbrella, welcome in. Tracy, hello. Brian, hello. Guys, I think I said hi to everybody. Josh, hello to you. How are you doing this evening?
Here we go. There. I did my official.
Wow, 40 months.
40 months celebration. 40 months. Let's go. And
listen, be honest. When we first started this, did you think we would be doing this almost 5 years later?
No.
Yeah, honestly, right? I didn't think so either.
Maybe a year, and then we'd all do our own thing, and
well, I thought people would get sick of us and just stop showing up. Honestly,
yeah. Like people would be like, "What is this they're talking about? Why do I want to watch these guys on a Thursday night? What are we thinking?"
People might be sick of us. You guys are. I mean, I bet a lot of people are sick of us, and sometimes they might just show up to see how much older we've gotten over the last 5 years. Because it's kind of funny. Like I go back, you know who's aged a lot. Listen, I'm not trying to throw shade because he's not here, but John's aged a lot. He had a really baby.
We were already old. So
we were already old.
All right, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You
John was like
ancient
young buck when we met him. So
yeah, not no more though. He's gotten long in the tooth. Much, not like us. He hasn't reached us level as far as age, but hey, what are you gonna do? We all try our best. And I'm glad that some people still like to hang out, and we got some good topics here tonight. I think we're gonna talk some drop. There's a fantastic. I started looking at this a little bit before we went live here. We got a fantastic drop coming up, and I think we got to talk about it a little bit because it could have been better.
Interesting. You're the first person I've heard say fantastic about this drop.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah. I was surprised when he said fantastic. I get it, but I was surprised because I haven't heard many people say fantastic about.
So what are people saying? Honestly, I've been we're out of town for like 4 days last week.
I don't know. I feel like people are like, this is mediocre. Like, it's like, yeah. Like, there's a couple things. I mean, when we get into it, I think like if you start looking into it, like there's a couple things people like, but it's a small drop. It is like a tiny drop.
Yeah.
I'll be curious if it'll sell out or not, though, with the kind of feelings I've had behind it. Like people haven't been that hyped about it. So it's really, it's interesting. I think a lot of people are hyped about the royalty more than like anything else.
Well, I think that's a pretty big deal. I mean, listen, we'll tease some of that. Let's tease some of that. Let's not talk about all that right now. I like the way we kind of left that. You guys are gonna have to stick around. Look at me trying to sell this thing.
I know you're trying to like keep around. Well, you have to get at least 50, 60 likes. I mean, for it to like talk about an NFT drop. So
50's a lot.
That'll cause more people to dislike it, but yeah, if you want to we only have 15 likes right now, so
I get that though. Listen, they might want to hang out, but they don't like us. They might be watching just to, maybe they're just waiting for me to stumble over my words or my internet to crash out so they can laugh at me.
They're like waiting for us to like talk bad about John or something crazy, like, or throw something out of the loop. I mean, really, the news we have to talk about this week is the drop. We got some news about drop today too. We can talk about.
Yeah.
I think. The CEO of Funko.
Yeah. What did you think about? Like, listen, I'm not.
I mean, he has a cool name.
He's got a cool name.
That's it. That's all I need. Is like he has a cool name. He looks like a cool guy to hang out with. I don't know.
He looks like a fun guy.
I could see him coming on PFO and hanging out with us like that.
Yeah, Josh, not you, Josh. Other Josh, CEO Josh. Would you like to hang out with the longest running Funko
weekly?
Am I overselling
live show?
The longest running live show for Funko.
Like, who else has had as many live Funko shows as us for? Weekly? I don't know. I haven't heard
anybody. 5 years. Like,
I don't know. That's a lot of live shows, and it's just not one. It's not just one channel. It's multiple channels. So.
Yeah, and Josh, because I don't know how to work it. What do we got? Like 20 likes or something like that? I think that's a pretty big deal. I feel like the CEO of Funko should be like, these dudes have at least 20 likes. They got at least
27 right now. 27.
They got at least 27 people that like what we're talking about and like what we're doing. Maybe I should go. It would, in all sincerity, which I'm not good at. I think it would be fun to talk to a CEO of something that we've loved to collect, because we've kind of lost touch with that personal connection. And honestly, like, other than losing like $41 million last quarter, I liked what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they've been doing a half decent job.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, maybe that's why Cynthia's gone. Like $41 million.
Well, probably that's why.
I think they were looking. I mean, this was a quick turnaround for a CEO. I haven't seen a CEO turn around this quick since the Coldplay concert incident. I think that was the last time we had a CEO turn around that pretty quick. So I don't think Cynthia was caught at a Coldplay concert. But so I think they had to have been looking and kind of talking to Josh, or maybe it was up for it last time and they decided to go with Cynthia, and they're like, well, maybe we made a mistake and we should have went with Josh. I don't know. And it's like, that guy has a great name. He looks like he's a cool guy. He worked for Nike, Netflix, and Disney.
You really
Nike, Netflix, and Disney.
If you're with all the blue chip stocks and you've worked at those kind of, like, you got a good
leg up. He got stock in each of those companies too. He's pretty well off, I think.
Probably.
Those kind of things. I mean, Netflix too. He had a lot of experience with all their consumer products. They put out some great stuff. Like, I remember Stranger Things a few years ago. Like, when one of the seasons came out, Target had all this cool stuff. I remember we had a party around their Stranger Things, like the watch party. We binge watched like every episode in one day, kind of thing, like that kind of thing. But it's also like he did experiences at Netflix, and then like working with retailers. Then you had like experience in Nike and both Walt Disney. So both companies that have great retail relationship kind of experiences and those kind of things going on. It's great to kind of see something like that. And stock is down, definitely. I mean, David brings up stock is down. It was a great time to grab stock the other day, and the day, but actually before he got picked, it was down. It went up actually yesterday. It's gone back down a little bit, and you're going to see it bounce around. But it's like, it was like 2 something. It was the lowest it's been in forever. I mean, it was a great time to grab some if you wanted to grab some, if you believe they might turn it around. There's also was a lot of talk about, the issues they had with like the $41 million, but they talked about layoffs. They also have a big payment coming up. a big payment coming up that they owe money on in the next couple years that they borrowed money on. And I'm guessing this is when Mariotti was around that they borrowed this money, because it's been around for a while. I mean, it's funny that people, we all talk about Thrilljoy as like people are like, oh, it's the next Funko, but Brian really like put Funko in this place they're in right now. If you talk about like losing money and those kind of things, because he was the one. If you look at, like, people are like, oh, how about the landfill incident when all the Funkos were in? That's under Mariotti. Like, look at the look at the IPO stock issue, the $14 million lawsuit that happened. That was under him. So you gotta kind of you gotta think about that a little bit. Like, all this, like, Cynthia was in there for a year. You can't do much in a year. Like, there's not like making transition in the company. She might have had to make some hard choices. She might have had to fire some people. She might have had to, maybe she didn't fit well with the board. Maybe, I don't think she fit well with the community for sure. Like, she wasn't a community person from what I've seen until Fun Days. Like the week before she got fired, like, we didn't hear really anything from her. So,
and I think it's such a unique company. Like, most CEOs are not, they're not usually the face of the company. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many CEO, and I'm not saying that there's none, because I can think of a couple, and that what the CEO of the company, who he is or she is, and the personality of him or her. But Funko's a little bit different in the sense that they're a collectibles company, which there's not like a lot, and yes, they've transitioned out of the collectibles realm, and now, but that's why I was saying, I think that they've figured out this thing. I still like the NFT drops. I like that we're getting those limited pieces. I like that we've been getting, I think they could lean into the limited pieces on their website more. If that's a profitable part of their, I don't even, is that, I don't think it's not a big enough thing. They didn't lose $41 million because they decided to do some limited pieces. But is that good enough to keep, because you see the sales, you see the aftermarket sales. Like, when people say, is Funko dead or this or that, like, I think is the entire collectible thing. Like, I think the overproduction of like the stuff that's not collectibles anymore, I think that's going to be a tough road. I think that just is going to be a tough road. I think it's going to be the blind packaging. And you saw that, you see that with Rocky Moto now picking up. You see that with Thrilljoy. I think that part of it is going to be important. And I think it's limited pieces. It's what the community what they were built on. And it's where they got to get to keep the collectors involved. It's hard to be a multi-billion-dollar or billion-dollar company or hundreds of million-dollar company and just produce limited pieces, though. It is hard. It's got to be hard.
You have to have that. I mean, great example is trading cards. I know you've been big into sports cards and things like that, right? They have their low-end fun sports cards that anyone can buy a pack of. Maybe you get something cool. Maybe you're just going after your favorite team or whatever like that. But then they have the packs that you buy. A single pack might have a single card or
be $3,000
cards, and you're paying $500 for this.
Yeah. The $500 is the affordable ones, Josh.
Yeah.
The affordable boxes are $500. Then they get the $3,000 boxes that you're getting like 6 cards in. So, but it's the same kind of, it's the same principle. And I see that taking off right now. Like, the sports card stuff feels like it's picking up steam. I think that other collectibles have filled the void of Funko a little bit. You see that, like, I'll make the announcement. Like, we're going to open up a few Labubus. Not because we're transitioning to Labubus.
Labubu channel. It's the Labubu channel.
Listen, those things
Poppin Boo-Boos. The Poppin Boo-Boos.
We're definitely not going to be the Poppin Boo-Boos at any point in time. But, like, we're looking for those things that be excited. Honestly, like we really, Bree, she's in the chat. She'll tell you the same thing. We've really enjoyed Thrilljoy. We've enjoyed, because it's the blind packaging. It's that excitement.
I just put out the video Thrilljoy today. So, you have.
That's what we love about it, right? That's why we
the thrill, the chase, the fun of that. Plus, it's characters we love. Like, we've talked about this before. IP, we always love those kind of things. So I think that's a big piece of it. I do have some of my other thoughts about like that. Like there's other things definitely that are going to be hard with that company and for collectors. I think that are going to drive people out of it a little bit, and then
Josh, I
maybe
agree with
other
you.
people
You're
into
talking
it.
Throwjoy right now, right?
Yeah, Throwjoy.
I agree
But
with you.
for Funko is not just a collectible company. Funko is a entertainment company. Like it is like everything from your biddies are not your collectibles. Biddies are fun. Get these everywhere, have them everywhere. They're the minifigs of Lego. Like Walgreens should have them. Whatever 7-Eleven should have them and things like that. I think Funko transition maybe out of some of the pops being everywhere, like Funko Pops being as in many places, but I think they're still around where it's the great thing is it's still affordable. And that's what people have to realize. Like these are affordable things that people can buy. They're not just collectibles. Now, there's a side of us that want to be collectibles. There's a side of us that hope for that common that we buy turns into $100 grail a year from now, which is less and less likely as more things are produced.
Right.
But then they are coming out with this more limited side. And I talk about it in a video that's coming out this weekend. We talked about a little bit about it last week with PFO, like NFTs, but also the new tier pricing situation and stuff like that. I think that is that is your collector side, right?
Yep.
Like that becomes not your typical, I want a Darth Vader because I want him for my desk. He looks cool.
Yeah, you're gonna listen, the general, most of the people that are not here in the chat tonight, because if you're in it at this level, you're probably not doing what Josh just said, meaning you're not ripping the box open, throwing the box out, taking out the Darth Vader, putting it on your desk.
You don't own one Funko and that's all. Like
right.
A Funko Pop and that's it. You own a collection of Funko Pops, a collection of Funko Sodas. You are looking after things you like and those kind of things, where other people are like, I just get one or two. Like, I like this character. Oh, I love Stitch. I'm going to have a Stitch or two on my desk or what, those kind of things. Someone buys it for you for your birthday or a gift. That's how it starts for a lot of people though, too. But I think it's interesting. And like the whole Labubu thing is very different. Like, I think that the hard thing about something like that is Labubu doesn't have like the IP-ness of stuff right now. It's the trendiness of it and the fun. And it's almost, it's also a status symbol thing. Like if you have that rare Labubu and you're carrying it around on your thing, people are going to be like, ooh, look at that. Now, the craziness of it, I saw something, I don't know, a week or two ago. Steak and Shake was giving away Labubus. Like it's gotten to that point where like everyone's going to use it. I remember reading an article about banks in China or something like that were not allowed to give away Labubus to get new customers or something really random like that. Like some craziness of stuff. But like things like that can go in waves. I think one thing we've seen, Funko's still a young company, like the Funko Pop. Yeah. I will say Funko Pop is only 15 years old.
Well,
so
you know what it is, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? What you said is true. It's a young company, but at the same time, like, there's not a ton, and there are collectibles that have stood the test of time. And like what we're saying with Labubu, and like, let's go to Beanie Babies, and that you always get that comparison. Funko Pops are the next Beanie Babies. Funko Pops have been around, like you said, 10 years. No, is that like 100-year tradition like you have with sports cards and that kind of thing? It's not, but and it doesn't mean that it'll last for the next 50 years or 100 years, but could it possibly? But like when you talk like these fad type of things like Labubus, and when we were younger, there was different things, and I'm gonna I'll struggle to think of something that, because you didn't have the same kind of you didn't have social media back when we were younger that people
also
could jump on.
Collectibles weren't like, there's like each generation kind of has its collectibles. Like you collect things that you love as a kid, and I think that's that's what you do. You get older, you have a little more spending money, and then you can buy things that you couldn't buy as a kid, maybe, or something you had as a kid that you played with and threw out and don't have. I know you love G.I. Joe. I know you love Ninja Turtles. Like those kind of things, Vince. I had the aircraft carrier for G.I. Joe. I had like all these figures. I played with them in the mud and the dirt in my yard. I had the aircraft carrier floating in my pool, I think, at one time. It didn't float very well, by the way.
Aircraft carrier,
But like I had like my He-Man toys with the slime pit and pouring slime on them, and like we played with our toys, and then now look how much like those things are worth because people played with them and had fun with them. Funko's very kind of weirdly different. Like at first, I think a lot like Shannon, even I think we were talking about one of the Funko Pops she had, like she took it out of box and threw away the box probably at one time, and it's like $100 pop now, but we don't have the box because she just got it a long time ago and just opened it up and had it. And it's kind of like that kind of weird thing where Funko Pops, so many people are in-box collectors or maybe are out-of-box like display, but they keep the box still. Like there's value to them. People are finding still.
I keep most of my boxes still. I keep a lot of stuff out of box at this point. Not a lot. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot. I have a decent amount that's out of box, and I could care less about like I've gotten to the point of my collecting thing now where I don't keep like every box anymore. I know that's blasphemy, but like I don't care about value on stuff that's like if it comes out of the box, it's something that I really like just keeping out as a whatever, and I'm not worried about but there are other things that they're worth a lot and they mean something else to me, and like I'm going to keep them the way that I want to keep them. But the collecting is kind of about that. Like I think we're probably on the backside of the popularity part, but like, and I see when you say like when you want to compare it to Beanie Babies or like Beanie Babies are still around. There's still people that collect them.
Like, is a huge company still. There's still
that's what I'm saying. So we could say like maybe they are the next Beanie Babies in the sense that that fad may be on the backside of it, and there's some other thing at this point, like a Labubu, like the Pop Mart stuff, like all the blind box stuff. There's so many things that have kind of filled that kind of trendiness with people. But it's still there, like, and that's okay. Just because it's not like the most popular thing to everybody doesn't mean that you still can't enjoy it. And whether it gets a resurgence at some point, because like kids that are growing up now, there's a reason why you kind of come back around and like it is kind of what I'm a little bit all over the place, but kind of like where I got back into cards. I mean, it was a huge sports card collector when I was younger. That's where I started collecting. That was like my first collectible is sports cards. I remember getting my first pack of cards and like it was all over.
Cards. I don't know what you had. You had baseball cards growing up.
I had baseball cards until my brothers like destroyed. Like I remember vividly the day that I came home and my Darryl Strawberry rookie card was destroyed, and it kind of put the end of that. But then I started collecting hockey cards. Honestly, I collected up to probably 2005, 2006, right before we started like our family, and then I stopped because really, honestly, just didn't have the time to do.
And it's hard. Like they go in fads and they keep up with it. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard. And I didn't even watch sports as much as when the kids were young. Like I didn't even get to watch sport. It's not that I didn't get to. I just didn't. It just was not a priority at that point. But like I've always collected stuff since I was younger. So like I dipped out of that. Went into, we started collecting, and I've told this many a times here, but started collecting Vinylmations, and like we loved Vinylmations. Like that was huge for us. Every time we went to Disney, like, and I just seen Anna just say something about McDonald's. McDonald's was another thing. The McDonald's Happy Meal toys. If we're talking like
the Beanie Babies or the McDonald's Happy Meal toys too.
Happy Meal toys was 100% my very first like foray into collecting like a figure type thing, because they used to have like the coolest stuff back in the day, and then the Beanie Baby stuff I think was the first time that I understood what value meant. I go on eBay now. We sell a lot of our cards on eBay. I've been a member since 1997, And I remember 1997 is when I created my eBay account to sell Beanie Babies. My mom had Beanie Babies, and we'd sell some of her Beanie Babies, and that's when I first kind of understood.
Yeah.
Wow, some of this stuff has some value, and I love that aspect of it. And I think that's what I love about the cards, and also what I like about the pops. I like that we have stuff that we could display and look at, but I also like that some of them are worth some money. So it's kind of that combination, and whether you ebb and flow in and out of this hobby, because we see it, and I'm sure you've seen it too, Josh, with like our comments. There's people that say they stopped collecting 3 years ago. They still watch our channel for whatever,
maybe.
I
mean, they just enjoy it, or they might not feel like. I think a lot of people at certain points also like collecting can get overwhelming and burn out, or like financially they have to sell their stuff and they're not ready. And sometimes I've seen people restart over too, like fully like sell everything, and then a year from then like I'm gonna start new, but I'm gonna go after this instead, or I'm just gonna go after this. And I think collecting probably baseball cards was my first, and then after that, and that was just as a kid as fun. I think really I started going after basketball cards pretty hard, because I think that's when also the Orlando Magic started.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal, like all those kind of like the Jordan was around. We had all the new players coming in, Penny Hardaway, all that kind of stuff in that couple years there. I was big into it. One, because I bought packs, and we would go to the flea market, my dad and I, and we would buy packs. We ended up working for a lady that had a flea market stand. She had a shop too. So some weekends she couldn't work both. So, she didn't have someone. So we covered sometimes her flea market stand, and we'd get paid, and like she would pay me in cash and cards. So I'd get like cash and cards, and I was like middle schooler or something like that. My dad and I would just hang out there, and people would buy stuff, sell, or she would have me sort cards for her or stuff like that. And and I was also big into Magic the Gathering at that time too, like the early 90s.
When kids in like the late 80s. Yeah.
Early 90s. I would say like early 90s, like when Magic Gathering first came out, probably like revised area a little before. I remember buying packs of Arabian Nights and Antiquities and things like that I still have. Actually, I have all my Magic the Gathering cards, and I played a lot. I was in Boy Scouts. We played like campouts. We played like different things when we played Magic Gathering. I played with friends, and I played for a while. Then I stopped, and then eBay came around, and I started buying, but I bought more for hoping for later value, down the road value.
You
so
saw
I bought like
value that they could
tire sets and stuff. Yeah, finding deals and things like that. Like I was like, how can I buy for value? And I have all that stuff there. I'm really curious at one point to pull all that out and see what it's worth.
You should be pulling.
I've seen the prices.
Surprised.
I've seen the prices on some of the stuff, and there's some pretty crazy things I know I have in there.
Yeah, because my brothers were like big time into. Two of my brothers were big time into Magic the Gathering. And I always hear him talk about the Black Lotus. We were just talking about it this last weekend when we hung out with them, and a couple other ones that I know that have gotten crazy expensive. And Pokemon. A lot of people have collected Pokemon and that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's it's a fun journey. It's a fun journey. It's okay to ebb and flow. It's okay to come in and out of things. I think that. With it, just to kind of bring this back around, I know we went on an old man tangent of nostalgia and stuff, but I think with a new CEO coming in I like that. I seen that he was I forgot the numbers now, but it was either 300 events in 300 cities or 65 events.
1,000 events in like 300 cities or something.
Yeah, it was something like like to know that there might be some other stuff that he's going to be able to bring to the table. That sounds. Maybe
I think Funko needs to get out there. I think they can't just rely on people walking into a store and finding them. I think they need to be at, like you said, sporting events. They need to do pop-up things. They need to imagine if Pop Yourself was available at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Like that would go insane. And then you could choose Mickey hat, like Mickey ears and like stuff like that. Like you want a moneymaker right there. Pop Yourself at Disney Springs with Disney exclusives you can only get at Disney Springs or Downtown Disney in Hollywood. It's the only way you can get these exclusive Pop Yourself.
It's kind of crazy that they haven't.
You guys would have 20 of them already. Like, you guys would have like
us?
Just you guys, just you.
Us.
Jason would buy another 20, and then me and Shannon would have another 20, and right there,
we could have cut their losses in half if that just would have happened. We would have cut their $41 million in losses in half if they would have just done that. I mean, there's all kinds of things that I think, I think maybe where they should have pivoted. And again, it's easy to say this now because we're Monday quarterbacking here. But if they would have pivoted instead of making all the pop pins and all the extra like the gold figures and all those products that really just nobody wanted, and I'm really surprised that they went that route. But if they would have pivoted at that point,
throw stuff out there just to throw it out there.
They did that for a long time, and unfortunately,
they keep doing that.
Yeah,
and I wonder if that's Funko though, or was a lot of that like Brian, because Brian likes to do that.
What they did, I'll be honest, like I didn't know at the time, but and I'm not saying whatever, but like what they did with launching all these gigantic things and how many SKUs they went out of the gate with, and then having to like kind of be like, oh crap, maybe we got to pivot in a different direction that quick right out the gate. I don't know. I start to see which way they could have made maybe a churn a little bit different. I think that it's good that they went their own website route. I like the really even the tier stuff. Like, I think this is stuff that we would have been clamoring for. Would have been harder to do the tier stuff 4 years ago. Do you know, or would it have been easier? Because I remember people getting really upset.
Easier. I think it would have been easier, and I think it would have also been. I mean, if you think about that time, that was some of the highest actually, because Funko had that huge jump, right? Because of the pandemic, people were wondering what to spend their money on. They started spending on collectibles.
Yeah, and I'm talking more like maybe in 2023. When stuff started to come back down a little bit, we weren't getting instant sellouts, but we were still getting like sellouts once in a while, and there were still some good drops. I wonder if they would have pivoted at that point with the tier stuff and do what they're doing now. I really like the path that they've been on. I like what they've been doing. I would like to see some different stuff. Like, I don't think all the limited releases have been home runs. This last one, honestly, with this last one, I hate to even say this. I kind of wish they would have done 1,500 pieces instead of 750. But why should I say that? Would I still have probably not got? I probably still wouldn't have got one anyway. So maybe it's good that I'm saying that they should have done a little bit more, because that makes me feel like I did a couple years ago. Like, I would get upset by missing out on stuff, and I said it back then when everybody was complaining. I said it was good that we missed out every once in a while. I'm okay that I missed out because I know several people reached out to me and said that they did get it, and it makes me feel happy that like people that I know actually are going to keep it and not just flip it. And that's okay if you're going to just flip it too.
I mean,
go buy something else if you want to do it.
Yeah, I did that. Well, I got the first metallic Demon Slayer one. I sold it last week. I actually sold it below what it's been going for to someone on Whatnot, and I was like, I just want to sell it. I'm making some good money off of it. I knew it was going to be a hot piece. I didn't know how it was going to go. Who knows? It could have only been worth $20 more. I've had other things die on me, do terrible. So I think right now is the prime time for it, because collectors are looking for things that are high piece value. Flippers are looking for things that are high piece, like the low LE stuff. Like, everyone's looking for the LL. So you have both markets like going for that, which make kind of a perfect storm, because you had that with Funko for a while when things were selling out in stores, right? Like crazy. Like, they would only drop this many in stores and then it would be gone. It's because people were buying them up. You need people to buy up stuff to then have kind of this market going on with stuff that makes people more excited to go after more things. Like, if things don't sell, people aren't that excited about it. Or if you know, like, oh, this is going to sit there and go on clearance, and we've talked about this before several times, like you just kind of wait and like, it's going to go on clearance. It's still going to be there. I think having a limited piece makes you like, well, that might not go on clearance. It might sell out today, even if it's 9,500, or it might sell out in a week or two, not a day or two. It might take 2 weeks. It might take 3 weeks, whatever. Like, I think there's a new, My Melody one that's Hot Topic that's 9,500 pieces. It probably didn't sell out the first week. It's probably still a couple in stores you can find and other things. We saw a couple others that kind of restocked a little bit, like Nice Pool and stuff like that from Target, and they were in stores and they would sell out a little bit online and have some in stores and things like that. I think that's okay. 95, but there's a finite number of pieces. So, there's only 9,500 of those. Sooner or later, they're going to be gone. Even if it's 2 weeks from now or tomorrow, they're going to be gone at some point. So I think that to me is going to be really important. I think as Funko moves forward with exclusives, like things like that, it tells something, but also it drives a collector market that keeps things going. You should have a non-collector market. Funko needs to. They're too big of a company.
Yeah. They have to. You, like I said, I don't think you could be $1 billion company without doing it.
Unless they're going to sell to a private company and go small and like someone just kind of wants to keep it tiny, but they're going to have to get rid of most of the, they're going to have to cut their workforce probably in half then, if you're going to survive even less money. I mean, great example has been some of these restaurants, right? We've seen restaurants that go down. But this.
I just wanted to bring up Star Killer real quick because I mean here.
It's crazy. It's what I expected. This is what I expected.
This is what I expect.
I wasn't shocked.
This is what I expected too. So I see 94 have sold. Okay, so there was 750. There's 94 that has sold here. There might be a couple sprinkled in
that actually got it. They'll end up being canceled because they never actually got it.
That's what I'm saying. There might be a couple in here that are not legit. Like maybe this 350 one is not legit. Because I see 510 on
those are pre-sale, before even anyone got them.
Like on this, you're seeing this one here, 510 on bids, 510 on bids. You're looking at
that's on bid. That's good for bid. Bids.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bids are usually the lowest on there.
And when you start looking at 560, and then you got some of the early sales are even crazier, 500, 450 on bid, 590. To see this is. When you want to say whether it's dead, whether it's not dead, some of this is an example of people are still wanting this stuff. There's collectors. There's enough collectors out there, for a 750 piece, very good Star Wars pop. But you're seeing this with really all the limited stuff. There's still FOMO out there, which I think is a good sign. I seen that Leroy from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah, 1,200 pieces, right?
It's gonna be impossible.
It's gonna be you better drive to Arizona. You going to Arizona this week?
You gotta go to Arizona. I can't fly to Arizona, but it makes it. I like that there's still stuff like that out there. I like that there.
No, there should be.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got 6 days left. There's some crazy.
I mean, that makes collecting fun. If you happen to be in Arizona and pick that up and can sell it, and you say you get $300 for it, say you get $200 for it, you paid $40 for it. I mean, imagine. Okay, then you turn around. What you're gonna do with that money? Most likely is buy some other collectible and probably buy a Grail that you wanted that's older or something.
Right.
And we'll see the test of time with some of these because I think some of these will go way down and I think some will go way up as time goes on. You'll see kind of a big fluctuation with stuff. With you do any limited things. I mean, we see it with Fun Day stuff. People are like, oh, it's going to go down. It does go down, but some of that stuff goes right back up shortly afterwards. It'll go down. It'll sell to the people that want it, and then it'll start going up because those people that wanted it don't want to sell it now. They have it in their collection.
Well,
they don't want to give it up.
Right. It starts to, you know, and that's kind of what I was saying with, you know, I look at it different. Like if you're not using a bot, and Josh, like I'm assuming when you got that one pop, you weren't using a bot, you were logging in the way that you're supposed to, and
The Josh bot was working.
you know what I'm saying? As long as you're playing by all the rules that everybody else are playing by, like if you're lucky enough to kind of hit the lottery and get a Star Killer, but you don't even collect Star Wars, by you putting it up for sale, at least it's going to somebody else. Usually, you know, usually when you're buying them, especially right at the beginning, you're buying it because you feel like you're going to miss out if you don't. So most of the time, those are falling into collectors' hands. So, like I said, we just seen like 94 of them. That's already like you know, whatever, less than 10% of the markets like already dried up with them falling. It's, you know, it drives the price up even more. It's, I think that the limited stuff is good. I don't think you know, I seen somebody made the comment as well. I don't think everything needs to be limited.
Yep.
Nor do I think it should be limited. I don't think all things should be limited, but I'd like to see them doing. I'd like to see them doing the limited stuff weekly. And I know it takes time to build up to that, but
no, I think like they are. They already are pretty much. I mean,
they're getting there. Yeah, they're getting there.
They're doing it more than weekly, because if you think about the retailer limited ones as well, too.
Correct. Yeah, if they're doing, if we're considering the retailers as well, like I think that they're doing a good job with. I think they're doing a good job with what they've been doing with that. I'd like to see some different characters, but you know, like even saying that, like that Leroy was amazing, the Star Killer was amazing. Yeah. There was a couple of the other one, like the Deadpool one. I thought that one was pretty cool. Maybe not amazing, but I thought that one was pretty cool. Then I thought there was a couple duddos as far as I'm concerned, but you know, they're not going to all be home runs. I think that they've been doing a very good job.
And I think like they should have a mixture of LEs for everyone. Like, hey, this is for the anime collector. Here's for the Marvel collector. Here's for the Star Wars collector. Here's for the My Melody collector. Here's for the Stranger Things collector that's coming up. You know, like I think they also I like how they're doing more pre-order stuff. I think that's kind of good to see too. Yeah. I think I love it because so far there hasn't been much of a we got tons of extra stock of that pre-order that you guys ordered. I mean, the One Piece statues are a great example of that. Like if you didn't order them, you didn't get them. Like,
yeah, and there's one that I kind of feel like I missed out. I should have added those, and I could have got rid of a couple of maybe the other ones that I had.
I think that's a way you should do it though. Like I think that is a perfect kind of like way to test the waters with stuff, but also, yeah, this is going to sell well. We might sell 9,000 of these, or we might sell 100,000 of these. We don't know, but we're going to test it and see what people pre-order. And, you know, you have to wait 4 months or 3 months, which is no time for any of us that do NFTs. So that kind of thing is, I think that's one thing I would like to actually see a little more of, is some pre-order stuff for some of the cool exclusives, or like something that they're ready to kind of like test out. Like, remember they did a lot of stuff for a while that was kind of pop culture related at this moment or this time, and to just do it, see what it sells, see how it goes, and move on. I don't know if they cut back on that a little bit, it seemed like lately, or what.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm up for pre-order today or yesterday. Actually, some pops I was thinking about wanting, and I don't think they're limited or anything.
Yeah, what I would like to see them do.
They're pre-order. The 3 new Adventure Time pops are all pre-order.
Was that yesterday?
And they're not limited. They're not. 2 of them are not any exclusive. Only one, Simon, is exclusive. They're all pre-order, and they don't come out to September 29th. So that's so interesting that they're taking pre-orders on the site for some regular pops, not super exclusive or anything like that.
The only thing that I'd like to see them do different with, and I know you're probably thinking the same thing, I'd like them to put the number on what.
Pre-orders.
Pre-order, say, you know, round it up or down. I don't really
whatever.
Care.
Put it
3,000
if it's not on there, like something.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if they would have done that with like the Jason Kelsey pop and the one singer that I'm not very familiar with, and maybe that
wasn't there like a Reba pop or something like that. Like
there was that, and there was another one.
What was the what's his name? Flavor Flav, from the Flavor Flav on the water polo U.S. Olympic one was a pre-order one too.
I think you might be right. There was also a Rock, I think, the Rock back
Yeah.
in. But yeah, if you know, that's, I feel like those should have just had a sticker on it with what, because it makes people, I personally feel like it drives people to want to pre-order it if they know that the actual piece count's going to be on there, because you don't want to miss out if this ends up only being 1,000 piece. It's kind of like with the you know, with the drops that don't sell out for the NFTs.
Yeah.
Like, I like to participate typically because just in case they don't all sell out, like I want to be part of that and kind of be, you know.
I'm so curious to why they decide to like close it after like a certain hour, like 4 or 5 hours.
I feel like it might be to push the scarcity thing instead of selling the packs out. I get it. I get that they don't. I get that they could leave that open. Does it hurt?
I mean,
the
they
market,
still might
though?
not sell it out if they leave it open for a week, but I think people buy them at the last minute if they see they're not going to sell out, because then the scarcity of the number of the number of packs left, but also the number of redeemables. I mean, great example, Marvel's what, like was it a 30 or 40% burn? I mean, so those grails,
I don't
30%
remember.
burn.
I think it was around 30%. If
so Marvel 30% burn. That means the 999 grails are 32% burn. 999 grails are going to be under 700.
See, and I think that's great.
700 piece pop, Marvel pop.
Like, don't you think that's great though?
Yeah,
I'm glad
I think that's great for the collector, but honestly, probably not good for not good for Funko, because they could have sold 990. They could have sold 999 of them, no problem.
They yes. They are you saying if they would have done that as a limited piece versus an NFT drop?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. Oh no, for sure. But think about the amount of packs that they sold. They're making way more on the packs.
I talk about it in my video. Like this, you haven't watched it yet, Vince.
I watched about 95% of it.
All right. So I talk about that a little bit in my video, right?
Because I missed the beginning part of it.
Do the math. Like, it's the part where I start looking at the math on the packs, and I think I talked about it a little last week. But we don't know first what they're making on the marketplace. The marketplace could be a huge buy for them, but also there's a lot of other costs associated with having this whole drop company and side company and free shipping and
it's not all profit that they're making on
like all these other pieces to drop, that like different warehouse they're using, all these kind of things that add to that cost, which isn't that big of a difference if they sold 4 or 5 things at the limited piece price. It's not, I don't think it's big enough. When you start cutting back drops, that's the problem. I don't know, unless they're losing money on drops from last year, like overall, like, and they want to lose less money so they have less drops. I would think they would make more money on the marketplace and other things by having more packs out there and doing more drops each time. Each time you're gaining more money and those kind of things. I wonder what the mathematics are on it, like on their side, like the other costs we don't know about and the other things they're making money on.
You know, it'd be interesting to look at, and I this would be interesting to look at, and the data might just be out there, and I'm just not, since we're talking now, I'm thinking about it, but like, how many packs are selling on the aftermarket? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
is there enough in there too? I look, and it's.
So think of it this way, though. Think of it this way. If, let's say, instead of the 40% burn, they leave it open. What if those packs don't sell out? Let's say there's 10,000 packs left. If there's 10,000 packs left, and let's say those 10,000 packs never sell, now it forces people, you have to open them, which probably kills the price of the packs as well. They've already made their money on those packs, so maybe they're not worried about that. But if you have those packs out there that just never get bought anyway, because I would guess personally that, let's say on a drop that there's a 40% burn, that there is close to 10,000 or 8,000 packs. I don't think they're going to sell 8,000 packs, even if it stays on there for the several months.
I think, and I don't think they should do it till it sells out. I think they should do it just a longer period of time.
You're talking like maybe do a 24-hour period,
like even a week or something. Like they did it with Dark Valentine, right? They had an extended window for you to use your rewards time for. I don't know why they wouldn't just. A week is not big in the whole scheme of how long those packs sit there on the aftermarket. What they want is the flippers to buy them, to sell them on the aftermarket, to make $2 off of them, but they make $1 off of their $2 as well too. So that's really what they want, is they want other people to sell the packs and make money.
It's a good question, and I bet you that the answer might be very like collector based. Like they might want to have that. Part of me wants to say, I like that sometimes the packs get burned. I like that.
I do. I like it. I think it's good for me because all my stuff is fantastic. Yeah.
I'm the same way, and like Gus mentioned in the super chat that he had put out there. Adventure Time is going to be shipping out soon. We're going to get our first numbers on the pop.
Yep.
I think that is gigantic. I think that is huge.
10 months later. 10 months almost later. 9 months.
Yeah, well, listen, we can't have it all. Yeah, they're going to take a lot longer.
That's how long it takes. So I said 9 to 10 months from drop of the packs to actually getting them. 9 to 10 months is a long time for like the normal person to want to. That's the difference too. It's like people don't want to wait. People want to buy it and get. And I will say they've done great with the tiered pops. You buy them, they're literally shipping the next day. Like they're packed and shipping almost the next day. Every one I've gotten has almost shipped the very next day or 2 days later, depending on if you bought something else with it and other things. But I will say, like, that is the hardest thing. I think also, one of the things you can look at, like, we can talk about the villains drop. I think it'd be a great time.
I've got it pulled up over here. Let's pull this up.
Like I said, you're the first person I've heard say this is a fantastic drop. Like really excited for it. But I know you guys are big Disney fans, which we like Disney too. But I think you guys are a different sort of Disney collector than we are. We're kind of very niche, where you're a lot more open.
We'll do it this way. We'll keep our faith. That's fine. So for me, like this for me is a perfect. This is perfect in the sense that I like that we get. I don't think we would have ever got this. I don't think we would have ever got this Grail. Because I can't remember this guy's name. That's why I'm saying the Grail.
Go to the physical collectibles. Go over to the physical collectibles.
So this one, what was his name? Yeah, what was his name? I got to find this out.
Nessus, right?
Nessus.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Vince. That's a great example, though. Like, I remember the character for the movie, but I don't even remember his name. I mean,
Jack, I'll be honest. I didn't really remember this character either. I knew he was from Hercules, but I wasn't 100% positive on this character either. I was kind of surprised he was the Grail.
I'm really surprised he was the Grail. Maybe because they figured, I think if they put Big Bad Wolf as the Grail, this would have been a hotter pack. I could think of so many other Disney villains they haven't made that would have made this a much more fire pack too.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's no way that I can't agree with it, because I think Big Bad Wolf is like Pinocchio.
I mean, you think of Three Little Pigs too. Like, people think of Big Bad Wolf from several different.
Big Bad Wolf from Three Little Pigs. I'm thinking. I thought it was Pinocchio's Big Bad.
I mean, it is Pinocchio too, but I'm thinking like people think like Big Bad Wolf is.
It's not super clear.
It's a character that like you see. It's a Big Bad Wolf. Like you know what it is. You know what it see. Enough people are like, from childhood to now, everyone kind of knows what's going on. I think when you start getting into like the niche guys, I don't know. Like, to me,
I love the niche stuff. I think that's why I love.
But I like niche stuff that I love. Like, if I don't love it, then it's not a niche stuff like I need. Like, I don't feel like I don't know if I need this Grail.
No, honestly, the Marvel drop was like that for me. Like it was almost too niche. You know, it's a little too
I
niche.
wanted Ultron though. Like
Ultron
Ultron
was amazing. Ultron, I still got to add.
I can help you with that, Vince, if you really want.
I might need.
I might have a couple Ultrons, and you might be able to bid for one before the charity auction in a special online auction that will be happening. You might be able to bid for one.
Listen, I'd rather do it that way. You put it in there and let me bid on it with everybody else, and
There's going to be bid or buy now. I think I'm going to put a crazy buy now on it, but I'll put not in Whatnot, but it's going to be on a separate site. I'll launch next Wednesday. So beautiful. Ultron is one. I have several Ultrons. I'm going to give one of my Ultrons for charity.
Well, so, I'll make sure that it goes for a good price, because I definitely need to add that one. But like I said, you know, and I think that's maybe this is going to be a little, you know, I noticed. Let's go through the physicals real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit about the draft, because then the next one was, this is Mulan's. I think that this one might be. Is this the best one out of the three?
I don't know. I think I've heard most people like Big Bad Wolf more than anything else. I think this character is pretty known, but it's still not. It's not that character that, like, I don't know. Maybe because I don't collect this line. I don't collect Mulan pops.
I don't collect Mulan at all either.
I don't really collect. You know, like if you made a Chef Skinner pop, I would need that one, because I need it for my Ratatouille collection. Like, there would be no question. If that was the Grail, I'm getting that Grail.
See,
like
the way that I look at this, though, Josh, is I look at this is definitely the first drop that they're going to do with the villains. This is not our last drop.
Oh no! But look how small. Like, this is such a small this lineup. I'm curious. So a lot of people have been kind of debating this, and I'm curious on your thought on this one for this time. We all love opening the packs, right, Vince? Like,
yes.
We all have had our wonderful days, like pulling 2 Grails in a pack, or, you know, all your 4 packs, you got both your Turtles, Grails, and some other stuff out of it. And then we also had our crappy days where we pull.
Yeah, our Marvel drop was
a couple epics, and maybe you get lucky with a legendary, and that you could have bought for $18 on the aftermarket. So the question to you is, for this drop, would you have do you think spending the money on packs will be worth it compared to just going to buy these pops if you want?
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 answers.
Yeah.
I'm a degenerate, okay, that loves the gamble. So I will definitely, and my wife, my beautiful wife, is also a little bit of a degenerate as well, because she loves.
Vince, you know me, right? You know,
and Josh is 100% even more of a degenerate. So we are going to open packs now. If I was a smart person, though, on a drop like this, and again, you know what? No, I was going to say we have a channel, so I'm giving myself an excuse. I'm saying we have a channel, so we still would buy probably 5 or 6 of these packs. Most likely, we're going to get 6 or 7 of these packs. Now, if I'm giving somebody else advice, though, I'm going to say that you should definitely just go buy whichever. If you want all 3, go buy it. If you want the royalty, you know, again, it's such a small.
It's going to be a small number of epics, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Franny is that clamored over, even though I think this is really cool, and we'll get to her next. But I think that the royalty is going to be maybe like $70. I don't think it's going to be more than that.
And I would say a lot of this is you're going to see go down too. Like, you might have a up, and then you're going to see it go down depending on the burn. I will say this all depends on a burn. If the burn is too much, then it makes these more scarce.
Josh, did you see how many packs there are? There's only like there's 85 and 75. So what is that? 15,000 total?
But I could say the people that I know go heavy into packs. I haven't seen much hype from the people that I know go heavy into packs.
You know why?
Like, if they're on here, there's no. There are also there's not going to be, I don't think, a huge, like, this Grail. What do you predict the price of this Grail? Not right off the gate, but give it a week or 2. What do you think this Grail is going to be?
So that's off the gate. You're see, me and you think exactly the same, because I'm 100% with you. Because the Grail, I think is only going to be about $140.
I think 125. I'm going like high end 125.
I will not be surprised if it falls somewhere around there. This is not a $300 Grail.
Because
thank you, 16,000. My math sucks, so I thank you for putting that.
Your odds have improved, right? With a smaller number of packs, your odds actually of pulling the Grail have improved compared to a bigger drop that has more packs that only has one Grail. Your odds suck. Like
they do, but they still are going to be. They're still
ridiculous.
Under 1%.
Gus is saying 230. 230 for the Grail.
I think that this is not going to be because
120. Breeze saying 120. I agree with Bree like that. I could see it going below that at one point and maybe going a little back up. I mean, look at Ultron. He was like 220 for the longest time. Go on there now. See what Ultron is. Ultron's like, I think Ultron might be like 175. Like, I'm not selling an Ultron through here because the value went down. I wouldn't, because I believe he's going to be worth a lot more. I wouldn't sell him, but right now he's 152 for Ultron.
So listen, I mean, if we really, that's where I'm saying, like, when we saw the mini Grail dipped below $200, and now it's even less than that, which is remarkable to me because it's one of the most limited Disney Pops out there. It's under a 500 piece. Under a 500 piece. I think it was around 450 or something like that. The mini Grail out of the NFT.
And those packs, they did horrible, like selling.
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did awful.
They were terrible. I would say that's going to be the hard part of this. This is even more niche of characters with less hype around them. I think if you know what have been actually better for them, I'm surprised they could have done this and it would have been perfect timing for this. The Toy Story drop could have been Freddy as Andy, and then the villain would have been Freddy as Sid or Big Al or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, imagine doing that, because that'll bring the other hype to this. That's like that part of that other set a little bit. Unless they're going to do another Toy Story drop, they might do that later on. Probably going to be Andy. Toy Story did very well. Toy Story is the one exception to the Disney drops that have done the best. Toy Story by far did really well. I don't know. This is one I'm not going all in on packs for sure. I have money in my USDC. I don't know if I'm going to go buy, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, if I buy packs, I'm just going to buy maybe the first limit, like 4 packs, and then pull those and I'll be like, I could have spent that money on buying just all the legendary.
No, you're right, Jet. Like, you're gonna listen. I'm gonna have to talk myself off the ledge of the loony bin, because I agree with you, and I just said it 5 minutes ago. I said, if I'm a smart person and I'm giving somebody advice, I'm not buying packs on a drop like this, because I think you could get, so typically when we are doing a video, and usually when we do a video, it's because we love the drop, because we don't do videos on every drop. Yeah. So if we love the drop, almost always I'm going to buy.
You guys have to do a video on this one.
Yeah, and we're 100% going to do that. Now, if I buy 6 packs and it's always the premium, I usually spend about $240. For $240, honestly, I think I can get almost everything.
Oh, yeah.
Almost everything. I think
you probably could get everything. I don't think you're probably going to get. Now, so there's the opposite side of this. So one thing I waited for, it's sunny in Philadelphia. I wasn't going to buy any packs, and I waited to towards the end, and they weren't going to sell out. And I saw how far they weren't going to sell out, and I said, I'm going to buy 4 packs, just 4 premium packs, see what I get. Guess what? I opened them. I think the first or second pack, I didn't do it for video or anything like that. I got Conspiracy Charlie out of the pack. And I mean, but I knew I wasn't going to buy packs on the aftermarket for this. I'm like, I'm just going to buy them. And I think I got I got 2 of the ultras, and I might have got 1 other legendary. And I just went back and bought the 2 other legendaries to just have the whole set. But Conspiracy Charlie, I was like, I'm not selling it, because also it's super low piece. I'm just going to keep it and wait for it to come in and just keep it around, and maybe a couple years from now look at selling it or something like that, if people are still looking for it and those kind of things. But it's kind of like that. Like this kind of drop too is kind of like, do I just want to hold out and see how it goes? And like, if it's getting close to selling out, maybe I'll buy packs. If it's not getting close to, or maybe I don't buy packs if it is. I will say one thing, what would have been smart for drop is, you know, the issue with G.I. Joe, the G.I. Joe error.
I seen you had mentioned something in your video, but that the video that has not come out yet. But yes, I did see that you had mentioned something with it.
So on the back of the G.I. Joes, there's errors on both of those. They've talked about, like, people know about them. The Royalty and the Grail both have the wrong card on the back. They have a different card that's
Did you believe I didn't even notice that?
And I really didn't notice it. I saw it, but I also didn't think they were going to refund me money for. Like, they're not going to like send out new ones, I thought, and they didn't publish it or say it. But also, like, for them, would have been better just to say, here's a $15 credit or a $20 credit or whatever they're going to give you for it. Right. I mean, they're giving people $75 credits for those, for the turtle.
You think I should reach out to them about that?
Thing. And I said, like, that's like disappointing, like how they're doing.
Yeah.
But if they did that, that would have actually made this drop sell out. If they give credit for before this drop happened, this drop would have sold out just like April Fool's. Now, would it tank like April Fool's afterwards? Maybe, because then people would just been getting rid of their things so they get USD to buy the Marvel one they wanted, or Thundercats they wanted, or whatever they wanted. But I think it'll be really interesting to see if this does sell out. Good for it. Like, I want to see us. I don't mind seeing a sell. I want to see a sellout drop. I just haven't heard the like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like 10 being Avatar, right? Avatar had no problem selling out. Huge money maker for them. All kinds of, like that. Like some of these other drops, I would say this is going to be a 5 of a drop. Maybe 6 of a drop. Like, it's not going to be. I mean, April Fool's would have never sold out if they didn't issue credits for TMT. Like, April Fool's actually would have been much better if it didn't sell out. April Fool's Series 3 tanked. Look at the prices now. You can get the Grail for under $50. It's just stupid. What people are trying to get rid of their stuff for. You can get the sandwich pop for $7, I think, and stuff like that. But it tanked because of people just had the money for free and had to spend it in a certain time. So it's crazy to see, like, some of these. If you go to collections,
I wanted to see what the Grail was going for because I gotta pick this one up.
Even this one is it's a good Grail, I think.
This is a good Grail.
The epics are really the price for this one. Epics still, people want that Freddy.
There's Freddy, I gotta finish. I think I need a couple more epics as well. And I was picking them up around $6, but now I see that they're starting to creep back up again. So I'm gonna have to jump on that. But I had an Avatar Grail that I did sell. I just, because I wanted to get this. I need to get this one, and I need to get. I was going to get the Ultron. That was the other one. I was going to get 2 of the Grails that I needed because we've struck out in the last 2 things. And we should we open packs? Probably not, but we will, because I
think I like opening. Like, the problem is I'm going to buy packs. I'm not going to hold on to them for a long term. I want to open up. So what I do is, like, I actually sometimes sell things and then go open packs with that, or every once in a while I'll treat myself. I'll I'm gonna go buy a pack or 2, and like that's how I treat myself. I have a fun and whatnot.
You do pretty amazing with those treating yourself packs.
And I mean, the treat yourself pack, you could have like nothing, but I've had like really good luck. Marvel has been my craziest luck. I will say that. Like, I had terrible luck at the beginning. Everything after and I actually bought the 2 Grails, Vince. I didn't think I would ever pull them. I went back and bought them. And then ever since then, I've been like pulling them like crazy. Like I went back and bought them
that's the way it goes.
I sold something else. I sold like one of my Avatar Rokus and went and pulled him. And then after that, I've been pulling it like crazy. Like I've sold several of the grails that I already have to buy other packs and buy things. But right now I'm holding on to stuff because I'm like, instead of buying more packs, I'm kind of done. Like that's the problem too with it slowing down and stopping. Like I'm good. Like I could sell a couple things, keep the money. Maybe I'll open a pack every once in a while. But it's like I'd rather just go buy some redeemables for some prices that are going for now.
Yeah.
I think I went and bought another Vatu before Avatar closed, because I was like, I'll buy one or two of those because they're only go for $27. That pop's going to be a $50-$60 pop when it comes out. Yeah, like I no question about like some of these things that are on there. Man, you can get these for steals if you compare them to like the price for the LEs. Like go buy some legendaries for $16-$18.
Easier. It's easier.
Like go buy them. Ultras for under $8. Like insane to see some of the prices. Like to me, like if you want to like stack up, if you had extra money and you want to stack up and keep stuff to sell afterwards, just go buy some stuff right now. The legend, not a grail. Grail's like the risky one. The grail's you have to pull packs, but don't go buy packs. If you want to make money, go buy legendaries and ultras, and then sell them in the aftermarket after you get them.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to hold on. You have to wait 10 months or 7 months or whatever. But still,
yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit for it to pay off. But I mean, like those Scuds were a great example. I thought that the Scud from Toy Story, the dog, those are fantastic, and they were under $15 shipped, like free shipping, under $15, and that's a limited piece pop. If you bought a 5,000 piece, and I think that's kind of what you're alluding to, make sure you guys go watch Josh's video this weekend on if you like the NFT stuff. But if you were to buy a 5,000 piece, I think that Ultra was 5,000 piece, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but if you buy a 5,000 piece pop, it's going to cost you more than $15. You know what I mean? And then you got to pay shipping on top of it, wherever you get it from, whether it's a retailer or the Funko shop or what have you. So, and for me, I think that the drop site is a lot easier to use than the wax. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised. I thought I'd never transition over to the drop. I
like it for buying, selling. I don't like it for mass buying. Mass buying.
No, it's not even close to what you were able to do with with it on wax. Yeah, they definitely could improve. Some of their features a little bit more for sure.
So this is one thing I did want to share with everyone. If you didn't see the news, I did a fun little graphic.
Yeah, John, I was impressed. Man, you whipped these graphics out late.
I whipped it out on Canva really quick.
Man, look at you. You are an overachiever.
Like I should get more likes on this. Like I don't know why. I don't.
There should be more likes on that than our what we're talking about right now. That I know for
sure. But Erica is delayed again. I guess they had more damage. Like, what is going on with drop? Like, who are they getting these? Like, what factories building the Funko NFTs and what shipping? Like, how much shipping area? I'm also wondering, did they catch an error? Like, they're saying they're damaged, but more likely, did they catch an error on the box and they just don't want to ship them out because then they're going to have to pay more to ship?
Maybe they forgot the A and it was Erica.
It's America. I think instead of Erica, they put America, like America. Or on the back, they put the wrong card again. That the graphic designer's fired now after G.I. Joe and stuff like that. But now, or they knew they were getting fired, so maybe they screwed everything up.
So did they say they're going to ship everything else, or are they waiting?
So they're shipping everything else out. It sounds like but Erica.
I think that's. I mean, what else can they do?
Yeah, but. Like you didn't know about this until people posted it on social media because they hide it behind Discord. So that's kind of crappy. But I just want to let everyone know, anytime I see like anything like this, I'm going to try to make sure to really post it out there for anyone to know. Also about like I haven't done my GI Joe, I have to find our other GI Joe in storage to take a picture of, because they don't believe that I have them because I ordered them. Like, I don't even know why I have to take a picture. Here's my order. They're all wrong. You know they're wrong. Ship me my.
Did you like, got them through? You got them through the drop.
Yeah, I redeemed my drop. Like, I had to do that with Beetlejuice. I had to take pictures of my Magician and send it to them to get the box replacement. GI Joe, you have to take pictures of. You have to send your drop ID. You have to send your redemption order number or whatever, and then that kind of stuff to them, because they're not. I don't get why they're just not replacing it for everyone. Like, just be upfront about it. Don't hide it. Don't not mention it. Like, if you screwed up, it's better for you to mention something about it and fix the error, or tell people how you can fix the error, than having to just say, "Oh, contact support about it." Because
okay, I've never.
Well, am I going to get it or not, or what? Or
I kind of said it to you too, Josh. Like,
oh, did it finally go, Vince? Did I lose it? Am I the only one here, or did I lose my internet? Or am I all alone? People, let me know in the chat. Oh no. The big bad wolf stole his internet. Yes.
Listen,
he hopped and popped and blew it all down.
Guys, have I not looked amazing though tonight?
You had.
Like, it was super sharp. You could kind of hear me too. Like, everything works good. The $80 stupid internet thing. This happened to us when me, you, and John were talking. It just sometimes it just stops working. Just cuts out in the middle of me talking, making a beautiful point that I don't remember what I was trying to say. But yeah,
so one of the things too, I see Ace asking about this. I have no idea what Evend is doing. First, I don't follow them really anymore, and they're a shady company to me. Like, I did not like them for a long time, and they did some really shady things on Whatnot, and actually somehow stayed on there. And then I never liked how their company operates. Some people like them. Some people want to buy stuff from them. I just never liked them. I didn't have good experience with their shipping at first. They were the ones also doing. They wouldn't claim they were doing it, but the Grail Games was them. Like, it shipped from their warehouses when you bought it at first. Everything was from them. And that's the thing. Like, they were really kind of weird about it. I have no idea what Event is doing. I bet it's going to be something that people are going to be pissed about. I have a feeling it's going to be worse than the Chalice situation. I just have this feeling. I didn't even know they're still on Whatnot, by the way, and they don't update their social media. I don't know what they're. I mean, they sell all kinds of stuff like Legos and whatever else, I guess too. But it feels like I don't even see anything on their social media. So if they're supposed to drop something, where are they posting this? I have no clue. It is that. I'm surprised at the company that they chose to go with for a drop. I think Funko does, maybe they buy enough from them and sell things, but it just seems like a weird company to go with for a 1,200 piece drop. Hey, I get Toy Temple. They've been a long time customer. They've done some great. Chalice, been a long time customer, done tons of exclusives, done really well with exclusives and stuff like that, and make it happen. But Event, I don't even think they've posted anything on their social media. What is even going on? That's weird.
Yeah, and they were the ones that purchased it the second time around with the idea that they were going to do it through the mystery boxes. That just kind of there was like a whole story and a backstory. We're oversimplifying, but that never came to fruition. Not necessarily anything shady on that.
It just flopped. Like
just
what they were planning on doing.
It flopped. They didn't come through with what they were going to do, and I don't think it was ever like something that made sense. I didn't know how they were going to try to pull that off. It didn't make sense when they purchased it, and just I've not had personally. I don't know. I've heard people have issues with them going back to maybe when they were a former business as well. So, what do I bought one or two things from them off Whatnot. I got them in fine. I had no issues with it, but I'm not. It's not a company that I really.
No, I mean, yeah, they were doing like weird, like mystery box things and not like what they weren't supposed to be doing on Whatnot. When it wasn't even as the crazy rules it has now, but they were just like, they're like, oh, here's 1,000 mystery boxes. We have one hit in there, and then they were selling like I hate when companies use like graded pops for mystery box hits when the graded pops are like common pops that are like $12 pops, but since they're graded 9 out of 10, and that's something I guess we could talk about too, is like Funko actually promoting PSA grading now. But that was like really like for me, you can't say that the $80 pop just because it's a 9 out of 10 or a 9.8, gem mint kind of thing or whatever. Like that was just ridiculous to me when you see stuff like that.
Yeah. The grading stuff, I think I don't think that's ever going to catch on with not enough where people will buy into it. I think even in the card market, like I understand it, like some I get it with that. I think when you start talking,
I guess it like preserves it and like
you know what it is more for me, like
I think that too.
I think on that, like I think if they could just say authentic or not, like that would be fantastic. Putting it in a hard case that you never
can
are
open
able
it.
To really,
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's but I mean, it's personally, really, it's the same as comic books.
Yeah,
though. Like that's one part that I don't like about graded comic books. Like you never really, like I don't even know I have a graded comic book. I kind of would like to flip through the pages once in a while, but I could go buy it.
You can buy a beat up version.
That's what I'm saying. And that's kind of what I'm saying. So, I think that it's like, okay, am I ever going to buy into that? I'm not going to buy into it because they also don't grade the figures. They're only grading the box. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
What are you going to say too? Like, how about if it comes back and you're like, I just got this directly from Funko. Like, how about if you could order it directly from Funko send it to PSA and then send it to you? I know Whatnot. I don't know if they still do the grading, like where you can order the grading services or not. I never.
They do that on eBay now. You could do that with cards at least.
I know for Funko they did it for a while, and I think Savage had it available and stuff like that where you could have it sent.
Yeah, they did do that. But I think they removed it off.
Because probably the issues with it and other things, like because you have to still send it to them. It could get damaged on the way to them. It could. Well, I mean, there's a lot of in betweens from it. But even Funko sending you something, what are you going to do if a pop comes in and it's like comes back as a 8 for some reason? Are you going to tell Funko I should get a refund because you should send me a mint pop when you send one from now on? Because it shouldn't be a 8, it should be a 10 when you send it. Like it's weird stuff. I think cards are a little different too because I don't find too many Funko Pops that are like, oh, the printing's off-centered, and like cards are like really like, oh, the printing of the card was off-centered, and other factors into it. I also don't.
Well, a card is also. I mean, there's a front and a back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a front and a back. There's nothing else that's really, a lot of them are limited, and then you have a limited of a limit. Like it makes 100% sense. I think with pops, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Other than the verification, because there are so many.
One, I'm fine with. Like if it was a sign pop and it was graded and like encapsulated manipulated.
verify their
You're not gonna
signature. I
probably
mean,
take
I
that
like
pop
the
out.
idea.
Yeah, you're not taking it.
Yeah, I like the idea of some of the older grails just being able to, because people ask us all the time if there are a lot of fakes out
Yeah.
there. I like that aspect of it, but now you got to have a whole team of people that really understand and know every single nuance, because it's not like one size fits all as far as the fakes go. Like, you got to know all those nuances, and now you got to hire people to, because as soon as they start encapsulating fake pops, which I would be worried that would happen. Now it just takes all the credibility away. So it's a slippery slope. Grading pops. It's not something personally, anything that I would ever want to do.
Yeah.
And I grade my cards all the time. I got like 50
pricey,
cards
too.
with them
It's
with
not
PSA
cheap.
right now.
It's not cheap.
No, $25 a card. I think that the pops are around 50, if I remember the
Like,
last
what do you
time.
send in then? Like,
So,
I'm not gonna send in a common whatever. Like, okay,
see, a lot of people work
are you
on
gonna
your
send in
comments too.
okay, I just got this the other day from Luau, and I think I showed off on Instagram, right? It's a 250 piece pop. Like, this one would be cool to have, like, graded, right? Because it's a 250 piece pop.
That would be the one I would grade.
Like, I'm not gonna grade a common, spend $50 on a common or whatever. But do they also charge you grading by the value? I know comics books do. Like, so if the card's worth $5,000, they're going to charge you more than a card that was worth $50.
Probably, because PSA does that. Like, typically we pay around $20 to get a card graded. We actually are getting back I've got my first upcharge because they're valuing this card over $1,000. It's actually a bell from Topps Chrome.
Nice.
A bell. Yeah, Disney card.
Wow, so a Disney card over $1,000. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting back a PSA Gem Mint. Listen, you guys are gonna have to follow our card content if you want to see this beautiful card. But yeah, we have 2 princess cards that are numbered to 10.
Wow.
I got a Jasmine that's a PSA 9, and we'll have this Belle that's a PSA 10. It should be arriving tomorrow. Ooh. Maybe I'll post a picture on our card content channel if you guys want to
get people over to your card channel. Just post.
Yeah, we do Disney and stuff too. Not just sports.
Not just football. You guys did a lot of football. Right? Is that where the value is right now? Is football the value, do you think, out of cards? Like,
football is the most expensive stuff. Like, if you want to,
football's the most players too. Like, football has like players that no one would know because they're like second string on whatever, and they play.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they don't make a lot of cards. Okay. They don't even make a lot of cards of like really good linemen. Like Penei Sewell from the Lions should have more than a couple cards. He doesn't have like a ton of cards, so they only do it for people that kind of sell. And you know what it is? It's kind of like the way Pops were for a long time with the mystery box stuff. It's a lot of the breaking and the reselling, the repacking, that kind of stuff that's driven the prices of it's what happened with Pops. Like, Pops were driven up with that FOMO pricing. This is a little bit different, but boxes could start off at $200 in a week or two. You're talking $400 or $500 because you can't find them because people are selling them to open them up.
And they still know like these things maybe weren't pulled too. Like there's a possibility. Out there. I mean, I'm surprised that like Magic the Gathering, the Final Fantasy ones, like that just are right. Wasn't it Final Fantasy that just came out? And they had some amazing cards in that have gone for some crazy prices. Like seeing things like that, like make me kind of wish I was into cards again too. But then I don't after seeing, you guys open them and the prices and other things. Like maybe I'll stick with the NFTs also because I don't have to put them anywhere. I like that.
That's kind of, I'm telling you, I genuinely like collecting the NFT cards because I don't have to do anything with them. And I like completing sets. Like me and Bree like to complete the some of our sets. Like, and the NFT stuff is the same way for me. So it's a good, we like to collect stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that we try to collect and we enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree, Ace. I think Magic Gathering is a more player card, unless it is a card that's just exclusive based on the rarity of it, like it numbered, like that kind of thing. I don't think the regular card. I would be curious because I probably have some of my older cards, literally, especially the ones that like I didn't play, like the stuff I got from eBay were from sets that were similar to mine, but I have like the entire set of certain ones that were like, here's the holographic set of every card from that set of holographic. Like
Josh, you gotta
that
crack
kind of
those
crazy
suckers
things.
out.
I know. I need to find a good store that like that's honest and like I could go and sit and like let's open these up, and maybe they have a YouTube channel too, and like go through like let's see what I have in here and go crazy. Like I hope everything's good, like stored in there. Like they've been in the house, they've been stored away. Literally, I probably haven't seen them in 10 years, I bet. Like literally
You can be
away.
sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it.
Yeah, these I've looked up some of the prices. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have that $800 card or that like I'm pretty sure I have multiples of that card, or I think I might have that other like $1,000 card there. So I always kind of like just look, but it's kind of like that thing though too. Is the market good now, or do I just hold them for another 15 years? Like they're not hurting anything. Like, do I just hold it for another 15 years, and will they be even crazier because less people have them, less people have that one?
It's
market.
you know, it's that time old tradition or whatever the heck the saying is. Like, collecting is always that way.
Comic books.
Right?
I mean, they go up and down.
People that sold their Michael Jordans like in the early 2000s or mid 2000s for if you see what some of these Michael Jordan cards are going for now, like I thought that 10 grand was crazy. Now you're talking 100 grand, 150, 200, $300,000 for some of these cards. And collectibles are like that. Like, do you sell all your Funko Pops now? Do you wait 10 years? Are they going to have another resurgence? Is there going to be some kind of, only time will tell. I think that's like, listen, I'm going to kind of wrap it up unless we have anything else to add. But what I want to say to that is always collect what you love. If you collect what you love, you'll never be disappointed. Whether they go up, whether they go down, whether you hold it for 15 years or 30 years, as long as you're collecting what you love and you get that enjoyment out of it, that's kind of, and you're going to kick yourself in the butt. Sometimes you're going to sell too early, and then
why didn't I keep a hold of that?
Sometimes you sell too late too.
But it could be off. It could be like, oh, no one's buying that anymore. I mean, you guys pulled one of those pops today from my box that I'm sure what you guys did your video today from one of my boxes.
I'm trying to remember which.
It's a glow Marvel pop that you pulled.
Yeah. Oh, She-Hulk. I don't care. I'll ruin this surprise. She-Hulk.
So you pull that.
That's a perfect.
Like, go look at that PPG value of like that.
Yep.
Like that pop was definitely a hot pop for a while, and then just like no one cared about it. And it's still a great pop, and it looks great. It's a great glow on it. It's a good pop, but it just tanked. Like it tanked. Like there's no like, oh, it was because it was out for a while. It wasn't like it took off and then went, and then now has gone down. And
I had that pop, and I think I got rid of it. I got rid of it actually probably when it was up higher.
Who knows? I might have got it from you or something.
I know, and I was bummed that I got rid. Like I'm like, man, I should have never got rid of that one. And then I had the non-glow version for a while, and then the show came out. I'm like, this show.
I think I actually might have got it on like John's charity thing one time or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I know it's lost value. I'm gonna put it in a mystery box because it's still a great pop.
It is. It's still a great one.
And it's like one of those classics. It like has that classic look to it. A great sticker on it. Like has the LA Comic-Con sticker. Like that's one of my favorite stickers of all times, I think, on boxes. So, but man, it just like it was there and then it just tanked.
Fell off the cliff. Yeah, that
like
one.
it literally. Oh, here I'm finding it. Man, I can't believe it was like, I don't even know if they show the little graph. Oh yeah, wow. All right, here I found it. We could share this graph because this is when you like regret maybe buying or regret selling, either way. But
yeah,
this right here.
Yeah, had it happen. Yeah.
Look at this.
See that?
Ready? $100 at one time. December 10th, 2022.
And it was legit. Like, it was a legit $100 pop. And that actually was a lot before
and look at
the
this.
show.
You could buy it for nothing. Like, you could buy it for $20. Boom, it raised to like $70. It went to 100. Went down, but then it went down, and then it went down. And actually, it's gone back up a little bit. Like, that's it was $20. Like, that is not a $20 pop. Like, I'm sorry.
No, compared to some other ones.
How old it is? It's exclusive. It's a great line. Like, it's not the She-Hulk from the She-Hulk show, too. It is the She-Hulk from the comic. No. Like, from the
this comic. Is the comic She-Hulk. That's what I loved about it.
I mean, it's crazy to see like how that's gone. Like that value has been all over the place. So it's sad too. Like that shows you like collectibles market can be insane. It can be just like And then people want to pay $800 for a pop that came out yesterday. You know, they want to pay $600 for a pop that literally just came out on the Funko shop the other day. You know, that they probably don't know a lot about that character. They don't it's not mainstream everything, you know, but man, killer.
Well, Josh, listen, I think this was the best show that we've done today.
Today, definitely.
I think it is the best show, best PFO we've done this Thursday that we've ever done on this Thursday, as far as I'm concerned. I hope that everybody else feels that way. Now, with that being said, Josh, what do you got coming up this week? I know we're a couple weeks away from the charity.
I mean, we're only counting. Vince, we are 2 weeks away. We are 2 weeks away, Vince. So a lot coming up. So dropped a video today. Hopefully you guys watched it. If not, please go watch it. Fun video. Pull some good chases, man. Pull some good chases. I will say that. Also opened up a great gift from Brian. Sent over some stuff for our donations stuff. So thank you, Brian, for sending that over. And then we have on Saturday, I think that's when I'll drop my video that I showed you, Vince. I gave Vince a sneak peek preview. He didn't like say
it was in depth. He spent a lot of time.
He didn't say like this is terrible idea, go for it. So I did spend a good amount of time on it, prepping for it, and then also editing afterwards. So and then next week though, I have a live on Wednesday night. So I know we have PFO on Thursday night. I've done auctions. I'm not doing any auctions until I have auction on Saturday. After Saturday, we're doing surprise set, just having some fun. After that, no auctions until the charity auction. But we will have a special online week-long auction running for some great stuff that you'll make a donation after winning. I'll ship it to you for free on my dime. You will make a donation to our charity site if you win that auction, and then I'll ship it to you once you prove you've made that donation. And I can see your name and everything on there. I also Gemini Collectibles will be on with me live next Wednesday night. So Gemini Collectibles will be live with me. We'll probably also put out our video on Wednesday. By the way, I got 5 more boxes in today from them. And these aren't like 8 by 10 by 10 boxes. These are like Funko master case size boxes of stuff. So we have lots to unbox from them. We'll put out that video probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then we'll also have them on a live on Wednesday night where we'll kick this off and try to raise some donations for the charity directly. because we want to win the extra bonus $1,000 by having the most individual donations on our site as well too. But they'll talk about what their business plans are. I think Gemini Collectibles, we don't know much about the new owners. 2 new owners, what they're doing with it, what they're about, what's happening with them. They've been trying to promote a lot. I think lately they've been doing some great prices on their sites and some good things. I know one person reached out to me. They actually had an issue with something that they had, and they reached back out to the company and they said they got a refund from them right away. Like there was a pop that kind of like was in question about if it's legit or not they got from them. And you know what? They're like, yeah, we'll make it right for you. So there's some good things they're doing, some great owners. I want to learn more about them, what their plans are, what they're doing. Gemini is a well-known name in the community that kind of lost its name because they weren't doing much in the community, but they were like early day Funko. Like they had the coolest stuff, and we'll have some of that cool stuff. They sent some of that over. The old stuff that was old inventory, I got some of it for the auction. So we'll have like Hikaris and things like that you don't see very often for the charity auction as well too. So, but really cool company. I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll start off that, like I said, that charity website auction, and then we'll get prep. If you guys haven't bookmarked the 29th, you're sleeping. We're only a little over 100 and some bookmarks. I should be at 200 at least by the time the auction starts.
Yeah.
Please share it out. Please share it in any groups you're in. It's going to veterans. And literally, if you know us, everything we have done has gone to our endowments. We set up a Veterans Fund endowment. This, as at Seminole State, it'll literally be there for veterans forever. So they don't go away. Endowments stay. They give money every year based off the interest of the endowment. The more we grow it, the more it'll be. We have a guaranteed match of $5,000. Guess what we have on the site right now? Vince, take a guess. What do we think we're at?
I think
we haven't even done anything else.
Grand, Josh.
We haven't done anything at all. Like no auctions, no other things.
Over 1,000, right?
We're over 1,000. Yeah, you're right.
1,200.
We're over 1,000. What do you think? What does everyone think?
1,400.
Keep going.
1,700.
Keep going.
2,000. Are you over 2,000? I said 2,000.
Over 2,000. I hit over 2,000 tonight. Here, let's show it. Let's get it live, Vince. Let me get the share here. All right, ready?
Go for it.
Drum roll, please.
You're already 58%. You're going to have to dress up as Ronald McDonald, I'm pretty sure, is what's going to have to happen.
I might have to dress up as Ronald McDonald.
How about Abe Lincoln? I'd like to see. I don't know. I'm just trying to think something.
My goal was $5,000 for this because that's our match at least. We're at 2,900 right now. Awesome. We could be more. Also, bonus for anyone. If you want a cool T-shirt, Rally and Raise T-shirt. If you bid $25 or more, you can get a Rally and Raise T-shirt. One reason we're over this, I will say thank you to Whatnot. Whatnot has been a supporter of my charity auctions every year.
That's awesome.
So I was the first one to do ever a charity auction on Whatnot. I was, one of the first people to go on Whatnot. First week, 5 years ago, Whatnot has donated $2,000 towards it already. Other great people in here. Some of the people that are in here, my mom donated something, Will donated something, Sharon donated something, Mason donated something, Linda donated something, Jason donated something, Jeff donated something. But every donation will help, because what happens with this is that this all goes back, of course, to the fund. But if we have the most donations at the end, individual donations by the 29th, the night of the auction, I won't even get to make my big donation from the auction stuff till later. We had the most donations. We get a bonus $1,000 added to this. bonus $1,000 for doing nothing but having the most donations of any other rally and raise team. And right now we are in the lead. We are going to dominate. That's what I think we're going to do. So if you want a cool t-shirt, the t-shirt design is really cool too. Like have you seen the t-shirts? You got a t-shirt last year, right, Vince?
I've got multiple t-shirts, and I'm going to get one this year because we are donating. Our charity of the month is going to be Josh's foundation. We don't have the total on what we're going to put in yet, but we will have that by the end of the month. So we are going to be donating on here as well. And I'm going to try to pick up that Ultron if you put it on there.
I know, and then you'll make a donation even before that.
You'll make a double donation.
Let me show you. Let's see. This is what the shirt looks like this year.
Yeah, they look snazzy.
It's a snazzy looking shirt.
I know.
So it's really cool. They do that every year for Rally and Raise. I don't think they expect me to like bring many people on to get free t-shirts, but we're going to get it. You guys are all going to earn a free t-shirt some way. So if you make a $25 plus donation, please
get a t-shirt.
Do that and get a t-shirt. Plus, it's supporting veterans. So if nothing else. And then we'll have other stuff. If you want to do auction stuff later, if you want to just bookmark what's coming up, if you want to share it, the stuff all counts. So I think that's enough of me talking, but it's 2 weeks out. And I know how Vince felt 2 weeks out from a charity auction. And we haven't even started organizing everything yet. And we're still having stuff come in this week like crazy. So yeah, it's going to be pretty insane. But if you haven't went over there, I'd appreciate if instead of making, a tip on Whatnot or something like that, just go over there and make a donation right to the site, because I don't have to deal with anything with it. It's going right to the foundation, right to them. There's no middle, like have to worry about transferring stuff over. Because if you guys don't know, we pay taxes on all these kind of things and stuff like that deal with the charity donations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not like a one-to-one.
It's not all free. It's not all like free money that comes over. So
it's unfortunately not. Like we kind of, It's unfortunately not. We end up.
It's odd. It's an oddball one. It's not all there. So we make a lot of great stuff happen. But we appreciate everyone. Vince, what do you have coming up this week?
You know what? I have some amazing stuff that I just don't remember. No, we've got, honestly, we haven't shot our videos for this week. We've been good about like staying a week ahead, but we have not shot our videos at this week. So
got some boxes in, some good stuff. You got any?
We got some Labubus coming up.
Or Labubus, or you'll have an NFT video for sure.
We will definitely. Thursday's video will be an NFT video because then Bree's out of town. So we got to get a couple videos shot this weekend.
That's right. I forgot. She's coming here. She's coming here.
Yep. So we don't. I don't know what else. Oh, you know what? We might do a. I think we are going to do. I got to make sure that this was still going to, but we haven't been doing Whatnot every week. I'm pretty sure we're doing Tuesday, and that'll probably be our last auction of the month easily. We'll probably be September before we do another one, but I think we're going to do Tuesdays because we missed last week. We've been doing it like every other week. So most likely we will have a auction on Tuesday if you guys want to stop out. Other than that, we'll have some videos and hopefully some amazing stuff. Josh has got amazing stuff coming out this weekend. John might have stuff because I don't know if he did or not. He didn't tell me. He did not share anything that he had coming up other than I believe he does have an auction tomorrow, I believe. So if you guys want to check out his auction for tomorrow, I'm going to just give him a little shout out as well. And guys, other than that, thank you for joining us. Like I said, best PFO this Thursday was just what you witnessed. That's what you just witnessed here. And I didn't monetize this video. Hopefully you guys didn't get any commercials because I've been getting comments that people are getting commercials during the live stream.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's a way to check it so it doesn't monetize
I just turn it off. I don't want people getting ads during
monetize it afterwards for the replay. People can watch commercials.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're watching on the replay, please watch some of these ads. We got to make 20 or 30 cents to keep the lights on.
Got to make like $2 off of that.
Listen, do you want the internet to keep going out? I mean, you're going to have to pay the 20 cents for the, you don't even have to just watch an ad, 1 or 2 ads during the videos. Regardless, guys, whether you watch ads or not, we are happy that you joined us here this evening. Have an amazing weekend. Everybody stay safe out there. We only got a couple weekends left in summer, so go enjoy it. I'm not trying to bum anybody out, but go enjoy your rest of the summer here.
Summer's over here.
You people in Florida, you're just enjoy
it's
the
hot.
rest of
I mean, the temperature is summer, but
you're waiting for the summer to be over.
cooler
You're hoping for the summer to end so you can get back to 75 and not this 100 degrees. But regardless, guys, thanks for joining us. We will see you guys next Thursday on John's channel, I believe. Maybe.
Yep.